Oh. Welcome to the Marlon vs. Marlon podcast. And I'm your boy Marlon.
And I'm your boy Marlon.
Join us as two childhood friends talk about everything from sports, pop culture, and everything in between.
First and foremost, we just want to say thank you guys for all the love and support we've been getting all over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We really appreciate it. On today's episode, we're going to get into all the NFL stuff from Ezekiel Elliott's new contract, Melvin Gordon's continuous holdout, Antonio Brown and all the stuff he's been going on, and also, too, a little bit of 50 Cent and some of the stuff he's been saying and all that. And
we come from the poorest parts.
And power, too, yeah. And also, too, at Nicki Minaj. And that's actually where we're going to start. So we actually just heard that Nicki is retiring.
Damn. From music?
From music. She's done.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Let's talk about Kevin Hart real quick.
Oh, yeah,
Can we show some respect before? Yeah. No disrespect to Nicki Minaj, but want to send prayers and shout outs to Kevin Hart and his I don't know if it was a chauffeur or his bodyguard, but they said him and two friends were in a horrible car accident in Calabasas a couple days back. So shouts out to him. He actually had back surgery. He broke his back in 3 places from what I read.
Yeah.
So we're wishing you a speedy recovery, man. Don't wish that on anybody, especially not somebody like you that inspires all of us, makes us laugh, and keeps us in good spirits.
Going,
yeah, for sure. So I know you're a big Kevin Hart fan. You guys are like the same height.
Oh, it's a good one. Any more jokes?
No, that was my best Kevin Hart.
All right, cool. All right.
I thought it was funny.
Anyways, so yeah, like we said, Nicki Minaj is retiring. This is something that was very unexpected. I know she just came out with a song that was not very good recently, but I think it was Megatron. That was But you can tell she was losing.
The barbs are about to kill us, bro. What are you?
Hey, that's fine. Like she's
bro,
fell
we ain't
off.
gonna have no barbs, bro.
I don't want no barbs.
The barbs, we need the barbs to watch the show.
Barbs, I'm good. I mean, but everybody can see it's Cardi's time. Everybody knows Cardi is on top. She has been murdering everything. The City Girls, Megan is like. I feel like all these female rappers are up and coming, and Nicki's just.
Barbs, hold on, I got y'all back. This has nothing to do. I didn't read the article. I think Marlon read the article, but I'm just gonna go on a hunch and say this has nothing to do with Cardi B. This has nothing to do with the City Girls because Nicki Minaj has made more money and sold way more records than any of those people put together. And she's also older.
She pushing like she old. She pushing like what? Is she almost 40?
Barbs.
She almost 40? Like
not this Marlon. That Marlon.
That's all I'm saying. Nicki is. Trust me. If you know me, you know I'm the biggest Wayne fan ever. And
how do you not like Nicki?
No. I used to love Nicki, and she went down a road where she kind of went mainstream and the pop and all that. And I get it. You have to go where the money's at. If you have fans that want you to do this, I get it, but. Once Cardi kind of came out and other female rappers kind of came into the scene, Nicki went MIA for like 2 years.
She was still the most. She's probably the most popular woman rapper ever, female rapper ever. Not even probably. She is. Name somebody.
And she knows. And her time's up. She had a window.
But I think she's doing this so she can go enjoy life. Like she's not a guy, so she can't.
That is right.
She can't have Cardi had a successful child, her and Offset.
Yeah.
But it's not with a woman. You can't go tour and do all the kind of stuff that rappers have to do and maintain a career. Not a happy one, I don't think. Not a good enough balance. So, we've seen Beyonce have babies, but also take like years of hiatus.
You can't compare Beyonce to Nicki, though.
No.
I see what you're doing.
I'm just saying
what she's doing.
I don't think Nicki's partner is Jay-Z. So
true. And then she did come out and say, "I've decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans repping me,
Bars.
Do it to the death of me. X in the box, cause ain't nobody checking me. Love you for life." So
and some emojis, a kissy face, and a heart, and a unicorn. I feel like that's for the Barbs. We see Barbs. You can watch our show too.
It was her time. It was her time to retire. She peaked. What about 5, 6, 7 years ago?
So you don't like Drake no more, neither?
Drake is still on top. Oh. It's nothing to do with the people in Young Money. I love Nicki when she first came out, when nobody knew about her. Nicki, Tyga, Drake, all those around the time Wayne did Dedication 3, when he started putting everybody on. So
we're not gonna say I can't put Nicki and Beyonce in the same conversation, and then put Tyga.
No, because they
in
were
a conversation with
we're
Drake.
Talking about Young Money. We're talking about Young Money.
No, we're talking about Drake and Nicki Minaj.
We're talking about Young Money. You bringing up other people on the Dedication 3. Trust me, people. I know my Wayne. Dedication 3 is when he started to put everybody on. All of those 3.
He put
were
all
on the
those
Dedication.
3 on.
He did.
And who's still running? And who's
Tyga made a little comeback. Biggest comeback in 2018.
Tyga.
All right, transition over to 50 Cent. We all know 50 for saying some of the craziest things, and right now he's getting a lot of backlash for the Power theme song. Everybody loves the original, everybody loves Joe, and Trey Songs came on and did what Trey does best and
churched us to death.
Oversing songs sometimes. I mean, I love Trey. Trey's the king of the... I don't want to say the king of anything, but his Anticipation series is off the chain. But
I like y'all. I'm not gonna sing like really try to hit me a Trey, but we know what he does.
It's just too much. So I mean, are we going? Is 50 gonna put it back to Joe or what?
I don't know. I didn't get to watch the new episodes yet, so he might already did it. No, 50 he changed.
He didn't.
Stuff.
He didn't. Okay. But he did say that he might do it on this episode, episode 3 that's coming. But Saturday night, Sunday.
This is my thing with 50. 50 saw an opportunity to throw somebody on there, not change the song up too much, and try to make a whole nother bag off it.
And 50. 50 re-recorded his verse too as well. So it's like
it's a money play. That's a grab.
And that's the thing. Power is only on for 8 to 10 episodes, so it's a long time before Power comes back on. And whenever that
season, right?
That's what they say, but 50 did come out and say that there's a Power Book 2 that's airing 48 hours after Power, after the season finale. So
look, I don't want to watch Tommy and Ghost try to kill each other for 4 more seasons.
Well, this is what I think.
And Tariq Bad's self.
This is what I think. I think what they're gonna do is have because we didn't see how 50 and Ghost were before Power was. So I think they're gonna try to have this is what happened before how we got to where we were. That's just what I think. But
you lost me.
I like it,
and I like Power, but you lost me.
Yeah. So
sorry, 50.
On the more 50 news, 50 did come out and say that Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson. So he's getting a lot of heat and a lot of criticism for that. So what do you think about that? Who you got? MJ, Chris Brown,
sips tea. No,
it's tough.
It's easy for me to say Chris Brown because I've watched Chris Brown since the beginning of his career to now. Whereas
poppin', keep it on and so poppin'. We've seen Chris turn into a man,
right? And I didn't
still killing it.
Could you imagine seeing Michael Jackson at 19 years old with the Jackson 5 all the way through his career and how we would look at him as opposed to getting the tail end of his career and then having to look back at, you know what I'm saying? I think we would have a little bit different view. Both controversial, at points of their careers or after their life.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going with Chris, man.
Wow.
Don't at me.
Wow.
Part 2, don't at me.
I think it's tough, and this is what 50 is. This is how 50's looking at it. He's looking at the documentary portion of it, and he's saying, I can't say that this person is the best, knowing what happened. And so that's why I think he's just saying what he said. But Chris is one of the best entertainers ever.
So we're not going to talk
Mike
about
Chris
incident?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, with Chris Brown?
Yeah, we can't talk about Mike touching on these kids.
No, I get it. But that's the thing. If we put the incidences in, obviously,
look, I got daughters, man.
Yeah,
I'm changing my answer to Mike. 10-year-old Mike, bro. Not the one that was touching 10-year-old.
I got Mike. But Chris Brown is still, as is Usher, some of the best performers that we've ever seen in our life.
I think the difference between them is Chris is a pop culture icon at this point in his life. I think Michael Jackson was a worldwide phenomenon. He could go overseas and literally you see videos of people
dudes
crying.
Like passing out over Mike.
Boo-hooing.
Yeah.
I think if Chris Brown stands out on a balcony right now, not nobody will care. Do you remember what happened?
Oh, yeah, with the baby. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
I remember. Yeah,
so I think it was a different level. Chris Brown is a superstar. I like Chris Brown's music better.
Yeah.
In totality, but
it's just two different eras.
Mike Jack was different. Bro.
Mike was.
His celebrity, at least. His celebrity was on a different level. Chris Brown.
Nobody will ever be as big as Mike.
Chris Brown could go places in the world and people might not recognize him. There was no way that was
this light-skinned guy with tattoos?
Yeah. Probably a gangbanger.
Yeah. All right. Now,
Zeke.
Switching over to the NFL. We did hear Ezekiel Elliott got his contract, 6 years, $90 million. Was it 50?
We them boys.
$50 million guaranteed. Finally back at camp. He's set to play on Sunday.
Let me talk. Y'all better hope we don't win. Y'all better hope we don't win. Yo, Zeke. I think Zeke watched the podcast. He heard me last week.
Mm-hmm. He was in Cabo when he watched. Yeah,
he watched it from Cabo. From the beach on his iPad or something probably. Zeke, who, you know what I'm saying? He even came out and made a little joke. I love that we already passed it. He got his bag. I'm actually really excited about the contract. Like, all jokes aside, I think it's good for Zeke, good for the Cowboys too.
It's a lot of money, man. It's just a matter of time before he messes up again. And in St. Patty's Day,
I just hope I'm there. I'm in Dallas now. What's
knocking out DJ. I mean, it's just a matter of time before.
So you just rooted on Chris Brown, but we're gonna talk about Zeke knocking.
No, but I'm just saying.
Out a dude.
I'm just saying.
Can we edit point? Edit point.
I got you, but I'm just saying. It's just a matter of time before something happens and before he messes up again and ends up in the commissioner's office with suit and tie. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Goodell. And isn't something in his contract to where if he messes up, that he can't get some of that guaranteed? Yeah,
so there is some little things in the contract like that, some caveats that kind of protect the Cowboys if something like that was to happen.
Because it's gonna happen eventually. He's Zeke.
We got faith in Zeke. It's all right. He's still mad he ain't get his running back yet. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Anyways,
but no, I think a lot of people don't realize that this is a contract extension. So as far as the team is concerned, this doesn't hurt us as bad as it sounds because it's not really a 6-year, $80 million, $90 million deal. It's more of a 8-year, $100 million deal. So when you think about it that way, it does sound like a lot still. But I mean, 8 years, $100 million is a little bit less if you think about it than 6 years, $90 million.
So essentially, Gurley and Bell are getting roughly the same amount at a shorter period of time.
Exactly.
But Zeke, because he held out and he had 2 years left on his contract.
Exactly.
Because he felt like he was the best.
He is the best. Y'all see it? I had to wear the jersey today, man. I was hyped. You see me in the group chat.
We will see what happens. They do have the Giants this Sunday night.
1-0.
We have arguably one of the best running backs in the league versus one of the other best running backs in the league.
One of the youngest. Let's call him one of the youngest.
He's a beast. You know he's a beast.
He's pretty good.
You know he's a beast.
Put up numbers like that.
Didn't you draft him in your fantasy league? All right, moving on.
Zeke, what's up, baby? Welcome home. We them boys.
We do know that Melvin Gordon, he still is holding out.
Let me play my violin.
We had an offer from Philly. Philly wanted to give us Jordan Howard and some picks.
That's so disrespectful.
We turned that down. I don't know what Melvin Gordon's end game is. This isn't looking.
Hey, Melvin, I'm gonna do you like I told Zeke. This worked for me. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. Melvin Gordon, bro. I know Miami looks a lot like San Diego, but don't end up a Dolphin, bro. You don't want that. Trust me. Zeke heard me. Maybe Melvin will hear me. Zeke heard it.
It hurts, man. It hurts. Like I said, we got 2 Bulls in the backfield ready to roll. They're not.
2 who?
Bulls. The young Bulls. Some young Bulls.
They play for the Chicago Bulls. Who you got? Derrick Rose?
No, Eckler.
Some young Bulls.
Eckler. We got some young Bulls, some young riders, and they in the backfield. They ready to run. We gonna be all right.
You got some young backups. Hopefully. Is what y'all got.
They my young Bulls, man. Leave them alone, man. They my young Bulls.
You got it. You got your chart.
All right, since you like to laugh, it's time for me to laugh. It's time to talk about Antonio Brown and the Raiders. Oh man! So we dealt with his messed up feet from getting in the cryotherapy machine, him going back and forth with his helmet, skipping practice. We got hot air balloons. We have. I lost track of how many incidents we've had with him.
The
and
hot
now
air balloons was just fresh. He just made it.
Okay, yeah, and now he can take it right back on out when they cancel his contract. But this is honestly the funniest thing ever. Just as a Charger fan, seeing this person that they gave 30 something guaranteed, and
the hate is so real.
He came late to the press conference. John Gruden, it's gonna be all right. You know, he's our guy. We want him here. Blah 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 blah. And just look at him now. Threatening GMs, and I love it.
Marlon is hoping, deep down inside, that Antonio Brown is suspended or something.
Even if he's not
for the Chargers game, that's what this is. That's what he's hoping for.
It already said he's not playing Week 1. If they want to get out of his contract now, this is the time to do it. Suspend him and be done with it.
I got 2 things on this.
Go ahead.
One, you knew what you were getting, guys. This is what you signed up for. I like Antonio Brown. I do. He's great. He's a great receiver. Probably top 5 in the NFL. However, you knew what you're doing. And lastly, you can't never tell him to keep that same energy. That boy told the GM. Yeah. he told the GM what he wants to smoke.
Yeah. you can't do that. I don't know what he was thinking. You're not going to sit there and punk the GM and think unfind me, take it back. What are you thinking? But I love it. I love how it's all going down.
He tried it.
Oh, I love it.
I give him credit for trying it.
But remember what I said last week? Steelers are gonna win the AFC North. You get those distractions out the room. Now you can actually focus on building your team and not have that cancer in the locker room, doing stuff like that. Who knows what he did to Mike Tomlin? Yeah. And it just never came out. If he's doing stuff like this.
He didn't have to do nothing like this. Him and Mike Tomlin had an actually good relationship.
Well, then how come he didn't play Week 17?
Is that when Big Ben came out and was talking crazy?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's when Big Ben came out and was tweeting. And then now Big Ben a couple weeks ago says, oh, I'm mad that actually ruined the friendship. To which Antonio came back. Hey, I actually believe Antonio Brown in all these situations. Because he seems like he's keeping it real. I don't know how real he's keeping it. But he told Big Ben, hey, we were never friends. Stop fronting. Just shut up. He told the GM, I need to fade. I mean, you take 20 grand from me, I might need a fair one too. Let's be honest. I'm not mad at him. But I will say lastly on AB.
It's hilarious.
He did say in an interview before the season started when he was talking about the helmet and stuff, I don't need football. I made enough money. And if he's done it right, he's probably right. So maybe he's standing on all principles right now. Maybe this is deeper than we think.
I remember Rich Eisman. You called me and you said when Rich Eisman came out and said that you thought it was a shut up and dribble type thing.
1,000%.
How I took it, if you guys didn't hear Rich Eisen, he came out and he said he wanted to see the Antonio Brown that came out of was it Eastern Michigan?
I don't know.
That was young and hungry and ready to play, and not this Antonio Brown that's complaining about everything and the antics, not showing up to practice and all that. And he took it as a shut up and dribble type.
It was. That's exactly what it was.
I disagree.
This man is arguably. I'm gonna take it a step. I said top 5. He's one of the best receivers in the game.
Sure, top 3.
Top
Easy.
3.
Him, Julio, Odell. You can.
And availability is. So I'm not even putting Odell in there. No disrespect, love Odell too, but he's probably 4. If we're talking about Hop, Jones, and Antonio Brown.
Okay.
Because he's been hurt. He hasn't been able to play. Too many full seasons. So that takes away from me.
I'll give you that.
You don't get to that position in life without working hard. You just don't do it. It's impossible. I don't care how physically gifted and God-given talent you have. You have to have a crazy work ethic to be at that point. So for him to say, "Oh, just get back to working hard," bro, me talking about this or me talking about my feet, me talking about a helmet has nothing to do with my work ethic. So for you to try to curve the conversation from my safety and try to take it off what I feel comfortable with in a game that I'm beating myself up over so that I can get back to entertaining you, That's shut up and dribble. That's exactly what it is.
I disagree.
Entertain me. I don't want to hear you talk. I don't want to hear your opinions on things, even though it concerns your life and your future and your, what's it called when they get concussions? What was that movie about? What's it called?
Concussion?
No.
ZTE.
What is it?
ZTE.
CTE. Mm-hmm. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about your future health and how comfortable you are with it. Just go out and entertain me, boy.
Why do we work so hard in sports, in games, practice, and all that to get a big contract, to feed our family, support our family, X, Y, and Z? You know, you get that big contract. Now, okay, just play. They gave you the money. You got everything you wanted.
Shut up and play.
No, just
say it. You're not.
I'm not even. It's not even like that. But it's just like, okay, so you're in that position, so you can sit there and if you have your own set of issues, you can just skip practice and do what you want, and every other day you're in the news. Like, bro, look, you got 52 other dudes out there that are ready to put everything out there on the field for you, and here you are.
And if they really ride with you, I've been in some locker rooms where I've been dead wrong, and people rock with me, bro, and vice versa. I had teammates that have been dead wrong, whether it's been with another teammate, with the coach, whatever, been dead wrong. But you rock with them, bro, because at the end of the day, in a good locker room, it's you and that 52 other people or those 52 other guys against everybody. And sometimes you're going to be against your coaches. Sometimes you'll be against your coaches, bro. And me, I played basketball, so it was me and 14, 15 other guys. And it would be times in practice where the coach was just mad. The coach would come in practice mad. Yeah. And we got each other's back.
Yeah.
It's us against the world. So I'm not, as a teammate, as a player, I'm not mad at him. Because what they don't talk about in all of this is he was also at practice running full speed with frostbitten feet. Bro, I stubbed my toe now. I'm not running hard at practice, bro. But they don't want to talk about that part.
But you get that. But what about the missing practice and the helmet? What about that?
But that's what I'm saying.
That's unexcusable, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is he missing practice because of the helmet, or has he had?
Nah, I think it was the helmet.
Or is he missing practice because he's resting himself? And it's probably, again, we don't get privy to all these conversations that they're having, bro. You don't just miss practice, especially when you're there. He was there. He was sitting on the side,
No, not all the time. That's why he got fined.
For the one he got fined. And again, he got fined weeks later.
Why not? I would have put it on week 4. Here you go.
Bro, finally when it happens, bro. No,
here's the thing. Here's the thing with the helmet. So he's not playing for the helmet. Okay, coming to practice or whatever. Aaron Rodgers had the same issue. There's been so many other players that wanted to keep that same helmet. Aaron
Rodgers never missed a practice?
Not for a helmet. Not for a helmet issue. Not for a helmet issue.
That's not the narrative with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, but
bro, he had frostbitten feet.
Okay, so you're saying the helmet was never an issue?
I'm saying that's an issue. Yes, and he.
Okay, then he held out for the helmet. That's what I'm saying.
Listen. That's what you think.
No, that's what I know. He's came out and said that.
He didn't say that.
Then why did he file a grievance with the NFL?
Did he say he didn't say in that grievance that he missed practice because of a helmet?
He's not going to tell you that, but no, I guarantee you his feet was okay, but it was the helmet.
His feet. You saw the pictures. He was practicing with those feet.
I saw
they're
him.
Not okay.
I get it. I saw him.
Sometimes
let's not make it seem like the helmet was not an issue because it was.
I'm saying that might not have been the reason when he missed practice, and we don't know that. But what I am saying is you can't whoop a kid a week later for peeing in the bed.
Maybe they just had to. They're busy doing other stuff, getting ready for the season, all that stuff. They just put that on the back burner, and they're not going to sit there and give it to you the next day. Hey, you missed yesterday. Here you go.
Why not?
They're getting ready for the season. They got to cut people and.
What the hell is the GM doing?
I don't know. You know?
He had time to write this man a letter. He had time to do this a week ago. Come on, man.
Okay.
AB, I'm glad you're not on the Cowboys. But you dope.
Back to the premise. Remember the Browns player that was...
I don't remember anybody that played for the Browns before this season.
Hear me out. And it actually was this season. It was week 1, and he was just trying to get a workout.
Week 1 ain't came yet.
And then, I'm sorry. Preseason week 1. He was trying to get a workout, and he finally got a shot. He ended up playing one preseason game. He was homeless, sleeping in his car, sleeping outside, just to get a shot. Then he returns a punt, and everybody's going crazy over him and everything. Yes. Mm-hmm. You know how many people would love to just get an opportunity just to play?
I don't care.
That's your issue. No, he don't care either. So just give people an opportunity to make it, and that won't happen.
And they get an opportunity to make it, so I gotta shut up? Again, we're going back to shut up and play. That's exactly what you're saying. You just don't want to be that guy. Marlon A. Smith, you coming out.
That's blasphemy.
Come on, bro. That's what the conversation comes down to. Just because I have the God-given ability and I work this hard doesn't mean I no longer have a voice and I no longer can voice my opinion on things that have to do with me.
You can voice your opinions all you want to, but where's the Antonio Brown that was hungry before he got a contract?
Wasn't Antonio Brown
all
of these things
you know what?
before?
Perfect example. Larry Fitzgerald. You don't hear nothing from him. The epitome of class.
So
Is he not?
What does that have to do with Antonio Brown?
And still, year after year after year, he's quiet, no antics, comes to work every day. Who's better? Who's had an overall better career?
No. Who's better? At their prime, who's better?
I like Larry.
He's a liar.
Larry.
Let's go to the next topic if we're just going to sit here and lie to each other.
All right. We want to go ahead and do Super Bowl predictions?
Y'all know what this dance mean by now, huh? Wait, let's go. Let's do the week by week. This week.
Week by week?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Who we got playing
get
this
it.
week?
All right, we'll touch on some of the top games that we have going on.
Y'all see that I'm right.
Green Bay and Chicago, as we're recording, they're playing right now. 7-3. Green Bay is up.
Third quarter.
Middle of third. A little slow game. Wanted it to be a little bit busier, but
I'm going to stick with my pick, even though they losing. I said the Bears was going to win this one, so I'll stand by it, whatever. We'll see in a couple days.
I got Packers winning that division, so it's going to be a breeze.
I will say, Jimmy Graham, fantasy.
Nobody cares about your fantasy once again.
Hey, I don't even care about my fantasy team, but I will say this. I'm good. Who we got? Who's next?
Good with what?
Fantasy. My team
all
nice,
right.
Bro. Hey, trying to AB me.
Let's do Atlanta at Minnesota. Tough game. I think Atlanta's going to have a bounce back year.
Oh, yeah. Matt Ryan for MVP.
Man, I don't know about MVP, but we're going to get MVP Matt Ryan back. He's not going to win MVP, but I got Atlanta in an upset.
That's an upset?
I could see Minnesota's at home, better defense. I'd say Atlanta 20, Minnesota 17.
If it's that close, I'm going Minnesota.
Okay.
I think it turns into a shootout.
Okay.
Early season shootout. I do like all the weapons that the Falcons have, but I don't trust either one of these quarterbacks. So,
Kirk Cousins is Mr. Inconsistent.
You like that? You like that?
Ooh, the Rams at Carolina.
That's not even a ooh. Do we have to talk about this one?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Cam
is like third place. Cam.
Here's my thing with Cam. I do think that Cam will be better than he was last year. Hopefully that shoulder surgery will we'll be able to see a better Cam throwing the ball. Ankle's going to be fine. He's going to play week 1. Christian McCaffrey, we know what he can do.
Who's Cam going to throw the ball to?
I still got the Rams.
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you. I'm so glad. Pre-production, he 100% was going Carolina Panthers. I'm going upset.
There's going to be some upsets, and they're at home. And watch, when we come back next week, watch Carolina win.
Bro, it's not even going to be close.
I'm just saying.
By 2 touchdowns, the Rams.
Okay. Kansas City at Jacksonville. That Jacksonville defense might be back. Jalen's playing for a new contract, so...
Well, I hope that Jacksonville defense can score 30.
Yeah. I got Jacksonville winning tight one. 17-16. I don't know how they're going to score 16 points.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yes.
Great pickup by the Chiefs.
Yes.
I'm sorry for the kid out of San Diego, Williams, because I think Damian Williams. I feel bad for him because I think Shady's going to come in and he's been underused and underutilized for the last couple of years, and this might be one of those situations where he revitalizes himself and finds himself in a great situation.
Yeah.
Back with was Andy Reid, right?
Andy Reid, yeah.
Who he was with
back
before.
With that system.
So in Philly,
and that's the thing. Shady never lost a step. He was just in a system that didn't work. So a lot of people think when they don't see production, oh, he lost it or whatever. when you're not in a system that doesn't fit you, you're not going to look as you once did in the system that did.
And when you have a young quarterback and not many weapons around you, you're the guy.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, Buffalo. Nobody's going to look great in Buffalo. I don't care who you are. I was hoping we would pick him up because if that was the case, we can trade Gordon for some picks, and then we got Shady and my 2 young bulls in the back. We would have been solid.
Your 2 young backups. Hey, Melvin, don't end up in Buffalo either.
All right, Colts at the Chargers. I don't even got to talk. Chargers 34, Colts 17.
Jacoby Brissett scoring 17 points on y'all.
I give him 17. I give him 17. Here's the thing. We're going to be up. We're going to start taking everybody out, and they're going to score in garbage time.
Oh, all right.
Chargers?
Yeah, I'm not picking
That's
Jacoby.
what I'm talking about, see?
I'm not picking Jacoby Brissett not one time this season.
We the boys. All right, let's go with you guys. Giants at Cowboys.
Come on. You see the
Hey, Eli is
easy, Zeke.
Eli's scrambling and everything.
Zeke,
and
Eli gonna be trying to fight for his
Shepard,
job.
Evan Ingram.
Who are those guys? They play for the Giants?
Yeah, they're on the offense. Oh. Yeah. I got the Giants in an upset. I got the Giants. I got the Giants.
Turn this thing off. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna finish out. We're gonna do Pittsburgh at New England. Sunday night game. That's going to be a good one. Like I said, I think Pittsburgh's going to have a great year this year. They're going to surprise a lot of people. I do think they're going to win that division. But I will say this. The Patriots are a different team because they don't know what their identity is until the middle of the season. They do win games, but the chemistry is off. Josh Gordon's barely coming back. Edelman is coming off of an injury. No Gronk this year. You do have your 2 running backs last year in White and what is his name? Sony Michel.
Yeah, Michel,
sorry. So I do think that they'll find a way to win, but it's life without Gronk is going to be interesting.
Their identity is number 12.
No, I get it, but
their identity
you gotta realize
their identity is sweatshirts with no long sleeves.
The chemistry is that Josh Gordon is. Chris Hogan's gone.
I don't care.
See, that's the you don't.
Did you know who Chris Hogan was before he came to?
Yes.
Who was he?
He was Chris Hogan, number 15.
Where?
Was that college?
Who is what? We know him because of Tom Brady, because of number 12. Same reason we know Julian Edelman. Same reason we know all these other guys. Because of number 12. The same reason Randy Moss had a great second half of his career. Yes, Randy Moss is always great. Don't take me out of context. But Tom Brady is the identity of this team. Him and Belichick are the epitome of winning in the NFL. Yes, Gronk came in and helped them out tremendously. He was a great weapon. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. They will. I'm just saying, they'll find ways to win. But it's not going to be pretty. Their defense might even help them win some games.
Gronk didn't even play that much last year.
I understand that, but he was even still. How many years has he played? Have they been together? And that chemistry has been there.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
Brady's gonna have 20.
Yes, and he's old, and he's still looking like. But he's starting to look like he's his age.
No, he's been moving like that.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying he's looking a little bit older.
He ran a 5-second 40 in his combine.
I know. He's not fast at all. But I'm just. I don't. They win ugly games, but
I think Tom Brady in a close one. Yes, I said just Tom Brady, not the Patriots.
All right, Monday night matchup. We got Houston at New Orleans. That should be a good one. Who you got?
We got a lot of offense versus a lot of defense on one side and not the other side. With that being said, I go New Orleans at home.
Who don't have defense?
New Orleans.
They have decent defense.
We'll see.
But they play good at home. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's what I think the edge is.
We get a good look at Duke Johnson, and
I think the Saints offense scores a lot of points. I think they're more high powered than the Texans offense. Mm-hmm. However, the Texans defense will slow them down just enough to keep the Texans in the game.
Yep.
But I think whoever has the ball at the end of the game, one of those type of situations, and I never bet against Drew Brees in that situation. Mm-hmm. Mike Thomas, Kamara.
Kamara is quick. Kamara is not that fast. He's quick though.
I was really hoping he would not come back.
He's not. I mean, Kamara's great. He's fast. First 5-6 steps. They're gonna miss Mark Ingram. I will tell you that. But I do have the Saints just because they're at home. So, with that being said, Super Bowl predictions. Who you got?
Why is it so bold on your screen?
So you can see it. So our chemistry can be on. I have to let you know.
I appreciate that.
Teamwork, man.
It makes the dream work.
Yeah. Who you got? Philly and who else?
Who the Cowboys playing in the Super Bowl? Is that what you're asking me?
Who are the Philly?
Who are the Cowboys playing in the
Because we talked about it before. You said Philly.
I've never picked Philadelphia Eagles to win anything. I will stand by that on this podcast. Whenever I think the Philadelphia Eagles have a better team than the team that they're playing on this podcast, you will see me say it's going to be a tie. And that's how you'll know I think Philly's a better team. But in this situation, the Cowboys...
Philly's better than the Cowboys?
The Cowboys will be playing against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I do think we lose, though. I think the Chiefs beat us in the Super Bowl. Hey, look, Dak.
I think it's the revenge year for the Chargers. I think that the Chargers will beat...
Hey, y'all call me biased. You didn't
even let me finish. Can I finish? I can't even finish. Sorry. I didn't interrupt you one time. I let you talk.
About the Super Bowl.
Can I finish?
You got it.
The Chargers will get revenge on the Patriots.
I need to stop drinking.
Beat the Patriots in the playoffs. We will face the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. I do think the Chiefs will prevail and get to the Super Bowl.
Against them boys. We them boys.
I do have the Cowboys.
Here comes a joke. He's going to get me back for the Kevin Hart joke.
Losing to the Packers in the AFC Championship. No, you guys don't make it that far. In the wild card. And the NFC champion, or the NFC wild card. I do have the Packers and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers getting another ring.
7-3? And they're in the Super Bowl?
It's the first game. You can't. What do you want? And then if it was 40-40, they don't have any defense.
Well, that's what it would be if it was 40-40. We all done?
We good.
Well, that's another episode 2 of the Marlon vs. Marlon podcast. And again, we appreciate y'all for joining us this week. Wanted to shout out our team just because represent the week 1 of the NFL season. Last week we shouted out Jordan Lawley basketball, still King
high school.
So this week we shouted out our teams just because you know who we rock with. It's a little biased, but we're all right. Y'all have a good one. See you next time.
Peace.
We out.